First Samuyl Chapter 12. Samuel said to all Israel,
I have listened to everything you said to me, and I have appointed a king over you. Now here is your king, leading in front of you. I myself am old and gray-headed, and see, my sons are with you. I have been your leader and your judge from my youth to this very day. Here I stand. Testify against me in front of Yahweh and before his anointed. Whose ox have I taken? Whose donkey have I taken? Who is it that I have defrauded? Who is it that I have oppressed? From whose hand have I received a bribe to blind my eyes? I will restore it to you.
They answered,
You have not defrauded us, nor oppressed us.
You have not taken anything from any man's hand. Then he said to them,
Yahweh is witness against you, and his anointed is also witness this day, that you have found nothing in my hand.
And they answered,
He is witness.
Then Samuel said to the people,
It is Yahweh who appointed Moshe and Aaron, and who brought your fathers from the land of Egypt. Now then, stand at attention, so I may bring evidence to you before Yahweh concerning all the righteous acts of Yahweh, which he did for you and for your fathers. When Jacob had gone into Egypt, and your fathers cried out to Yahweh, then Yahweh appointed and sent Moshe and Aaron, who brought your fathers out of Egypt, and settled them in this place. But when they forgot Yahweh their father, he sold them into the hands of Sisera, commander of the army of Hazor, into the hand of the Philistines, and into the hand of the king of Moab, and they fought against Israel. Then they cried out to Yahweh and said, We have sinned, because we have forsaken Yahweh and served the Baals and Ashtaroth. But now, save us from the power of our enemies, and we will worship and serve you. And Yahweh appointed and sent Jerubbaal, Barak, Jephthah, and Samuel, and he delivered you from the power of your enemies on every side, and you lived in safety. But when you saw Nahash, king of the Ammonites, was moving against you, you then said to me, No, we want a king to reign over us, when all along Yahweh your father was your king. Now here is the king you have chosen, the one you wanted. Take note that Yahweh has set a king over you. Now if you give reverence to Yahweh, and worship and serve him, and obey his voice, and do not rebel against the law of Yahweh, then both you and the king who reigns over you will continue to follow Yahweh your father, fine and well. However, if you do not obey the voice of Yahweh, but rebel against the law of Yahweh, then the hand of Yahweh will be against you, just as it was against your fathers. Now then, stand and see this great thing Yahweh is about to do in front of your eyes. Is this day not during wheat harvest? I will call upon Yahweh to send thunder and rain, so you may understand and see what an evil thing you did in the eyes of Yahweh when you asked for a king.
So Samuel called upon Yahweh, and Yahweh sent thunder and rain that day. And all the people greatly reverenced and stood in awe of Yahweh and Samuel. Then all the people entreated Samuel and said,
Pray for your servants to Yahweh your father,
so we may not die. For we have added to all our sins the evil of asking for a king.
Then Samuel said to the people,
Do not be afraid. You have done all this evil, yet do not turn away from following Yahweh, but serve Yahweh with all your heart. Do not turn away after worthless gods, Elohim, Teraphim, that can do you no righteousness, nor can they save you because they are useless. Yahweh will not forsake his people for the sake of his great name, because it has pleased Yahweh to make you his own. As for me, far be it from me that I should sin against Yahweh by failing to pray for you, but I will teach you the proper and right way. Only reverence Yahweh and serve him in truth with all your heart, and think about the great things he has done for you. But if you persist in doing evil, both you and your king shall be swept away.